Hi guys, welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. Remember that you can always join in on the conversation, you know, chip in, let us know if you agree, if you disagree by hitting us up on Twitter, Facebook, and you can also send us an email on entertainment@EbonyLifeTV.com. It's time for our spot of music. Let's check it out.
Skibo, robo skibo,
Baba Fasiga, Wama Fakoli, Walla Boat Cruiser, Wawa Bakoni, Bella Tia, we love and money, Tabaya Willigana, Waya Koki, Tabako Ibo, Amagwe,
you know, so he's super focused, and every song he kind of brings, I feel like he has he tries to A, outdo himself with every song and every video, and B, he tries to kind of put that extra oomph, an extra stamp on, like, this is me, this is my style, this is my sound. So I really do like that about him. So even if he's not your cup of tea, you can tell that no, he's still doing, you know, he's doing the best that, you know, what he really is passionate about. So I like that about him.
He's really cool. I've met him a couple of times, and he has this humility thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, and that always works. And this is a nice song.
It is a nice song. It is a nice song. And you know, Yoruba people will like it. You know? Yeah.
It's one of those songs that, you know, you just find yourself dancing to, you just find yourself moving to, and then the video has this comical aspect to it also. So,
I like it. It has a nice little theme to it. The competition, you know, whatever, with the teams going on, Team Ibile and Team Frosh. Obviously, the Ajebotas and the Ajekbakos in the sense doing their thing. Come on.
Because I know I'm Ajebota, so it's just one of those things where, like, you know.
I can't even claim Bako. They'll be like, this one, how? Can't even try it, you know. Yeah.
But yeah, and the styling was also very nice. Like his style stands out.
It's
if you
different.
I'm sure when he came, he gave them something.
No, he was actually quite, he was just regular, like, you know, whatever, which is why when I saw the video for, oh gosh, it skips my mind. There's a video that came out, I think, I'm not sure if it was featuring YC, and he had on this like earring, like a dangly earring. I was like, is this the same gentleman that was here? And now he's decided to give us the blonde hair or something different in this one. So he's gold tips. Gold tips, you know what I'm saying?
You know, with what they do, basically, you have to constantly, you know, excite your audience. You know, you can't just be, you know, stagnant. Basically, that's what that is.
Dope
this
stuff.
is a nice song.
Yeah.
Ibile.
Good job. Keep it up, Lil Cash. All right, so it's time for us to bring in our guest of the day.
Okay.
And he's an interesting gent. This is the first time I've ever met him.
Okay.
Well, of course, I've heard of him and I know of his music. So let us welcome the man who they call Orezi.
Yeah. Somebody call the police.
Welcome.
Mr.
Hi.
Orezi. What's good, G?
I'm good, man.
You all right?
How's it going?
Looking sharp.
Nice to meet you.
Looking great.
Thank you. Have a seat.
Take a spot. Is that where you want to sit down?
Anywhere is
Feel
fine
free.
for me, man.
This is a
I feel like my living room, man.
Yeah, that's the idea.
That's
Do you wear glasses in your living room?
Yes, I do. If I have visitors around.
Oh, but you are the visitor now.
No, 12 years my visitor. This is my I just said I'm my
Can you
living
imagine
room.
he's in his, so you have
taken
now
charge.
turfed me out of my own
I'm
home.
in my living room, you're my visitors.
Is this your way of saying
Welcome
you're
to
not
my
going to
show.
turn?
Welcome
This
to
is
my
the way
show.
of, no, wait, is this, I want to
me.
just, is this your way of saying you're not going to turn off, you're not going to take off your glasses?
One of the few ways.
It's my thing, right? Anytime we have a guest on that has, I'm like, let's see your face now.
I know, but you can see my, no, it's not a problem.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see my balls? My eyeballs.
Your eyeball.
Yeah, my eyeballs, sorry.
That's good.
Yeah,
Why I like these though. These are quite dope.
He sees them.
Yeah, I got it from Moashi.
Okay.
Moashi style.
Oh,
Nice.
he's got a really, that's actually another thing about you. You have very interesting style, right? It's not conventional. Is that intentional? Is that how you just are, or was it kind of like?
Yeah, it's me, man. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm. It'll be wrong for me to say I'm not trendy, but I just like to be on my lane. I pick what I want to wear.
Yeah.
Try to set your own trend.
Yes,
Right?
I inspire myself, basically. Try to inspire myself.
What's going on with Orezi now?
Yeah.
What's going on with
what's
Orezi?
been up with you?
Orezi, man.
You have a
Orezi.
banger out.
Orezi, yeah. I got everyone calling the police at the moment. Yeah. They're calling the police on their wives,
police
their
call.
girlfriends, their debtors.
everybody's calling the police.
Let me call my debtors. I have one or two.
Call them. I just made that phrase very popular now.
Yeah.
Call the police.
Yeah. How do you get inspired to make these songs? Because you've made music that people remember.
Yeah.
Memorable stuff. You know what I mean? So how do you keep getting that inspiration?
Like whenever I'm trying to make a record, I always try to be at the receiving end. I try to be on that, the customer, the listener. So I picture myself like, what would I like to hear?
Okay.
Like what's happening? Like what would I hear that would hit me in a song? That's like I remember when I was making Shupe, I was trying to look for the hook. So when I got to the understand? The moment I got that, I knew it was going to sound nice because there's always that out there that's hoping to be a better person or that's hoping to be a millionaire in the future, you understand? So it's a positive message that everybody want to vibe with. Same thing as I was making Double Your Hustle.
Okay.
Like when I say, Allah, double your hustle, no time for umbat, everybody wants to be rich. So, and for you to be rich or to be great, you have to double your hustle. Whatever hustle that you're doing, whether you're the fashion designer, anything, I'm robber, sorry, no, I'm robber. I'm not only double your hustle. But, whatever work that you find yourself doing, you need to double your hustle because funny enough, you don't have to start very big to be big.
Yeah.
You can start small. I've seen people that were pushing truck and today are millionaires just because they were steadfast with that hustle and they did everything they need to do with that hustle. Like I tell most of my workers at home, like, trust me, like you're a cleaner today. You see, this cleaning is what you will clean to get you want to be in life. You can just be cleaning and you clean a rich guy today, and the rich guy likes you. I say, come on, clean for me. Now you're cleaning in a mansion.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, from cleaning a mansion, it feels like, oh, you're good. Okay, why don't we just open like a what they call it, dry cleaning something?
Right.
Whatever little thing you do, don't ignore it.
You never know where it's
I've seen people that started with just mama put. They own a restaurant, one branch. You understand? So whatever thing you find yourself, just be steadfast about it and find ways to new innovations around what you're doing and make better of it. So
you've done great for yourself, though, I must say.
Motivational
I try, my
things,
brother.
So whatever you're doing, just
just find, if you're a cobbler, you make sure it looks okay. Which shoe they wear now? Add knife for the side of the shoe. So if your enemies, they walk up by your side, the knife will cut them.
Wow, okay.
Understand? So now people will get plenty of enemies, go buy the shoe. And everybody get enemy.
That is true.
I don't know if I have an enemy.
Understand? So
you have me, if I'm your enemy. I'm just kidding.
We're
going to go on a break, guys. When we come back, Orezi is still in the house, and we're going to be talking about a topic of the day, which is sacrifice and compromise. Stay tuned. Hey guys, what's up? You're still watching The Spot here on EbonyLife TV, and we have been joined by Orezi, who's been, giving us more motivation and slight violent advice as per knife issue, but it's okay. It's time for us to get into our topic of the day. And our topic of the day is sacrifice and compromise, which are two very different things. Like when you sacrifice, you're giving up something. For maybe the betterment of whatever. But when you compromise, it's... You're
meeting halfway.
You're meeting someone halfway, you know what I'm saying? So, but, I mean, for you now, you're a musician. And a lot of times, people who are in music or in a creative sort of industry, they talk about the things that they had to sacrifice, the things that they had to give up to get to where they are, and the compromises that they've had to make to be
who they are.
Who they are, exactly. So, like, I mean, what have your sacrifices and compromises been, like, that you can think of and you're like, did that, yeah, did that.
Man, there's been a lot, like, chasing this career, music, there's been a whole lot of sacrifice from my end. Like, the first sacrifice that I had to make for music was me graduating from university and decided not to do anything about that.
Okay.
And decided to chase music. Understand? Like sometimes I regret, but I feel like at the moment I always tell people like I don't have any regrets. Earlier on I felt like I should have.
What did you graduate with? Like what was your
urban and regional planning?
Oh wow.
So I majored in landscape architecture.
Okay.
Where did you where?
University of Lagos.
Unila.
Unilag, the greatest Akokas. Greatest.
Great.
And we do everywhere for this.
All those
yes,
all those high rise.
I didn't just say we count these people who did this room, one Unilag student good day. Yeah. We are everywhere. Yeah. So I made a lot of, my first sacrifice, like I said, was just me putting my certificate on the side and just chase this music hustle, you know. And while chasing this music, there's also been a whole lot of sacrifice. Also, I've been in situations where I saw opening somewhere else that could fetch me probably a couple of money there, but because of music, I still, you know, stick to it. And, you know, relationship, many things. Like, music took a lot from me. Like, my personal life. Like, I used to be that one guy back in my hood where I go, which is Ogba. You always find me in the hood, chilling with people, going to that hot amala spot, go chop my amala there, use my hands, you know, feel free, mess up my mouth and clean it up. But, you know, with music and everything, celebrity lifestyle, you know, we can't do that anymore. You know, I go to check my mom these days. I go 10 p.m. in the night.
Wow.
Like, I enter my house 10 p.m. when everybody is sleeping, it's dark, you know. It's crazy because that's where I work in the afternoon, but I can't try that anymore. Because it seems the whole knows my car. From the entrance, Orezi, you understand? So I go like a thief in the night, man. I feel like I'm trying to go and rob somebody. So there's been a whole lot of sacrifice. Relationship, you know, I lost 1 or 2 relationships because of music.
Like romantic relationships or just like with people that were your friends and no longer?
Romantic relationship, like,
yeah, sorry.
romantic, you know, I lost it. You know, most of the girls can handle it, like, you know.
You see most of the girls like, okay,
yeah, this
I'll be nice,
my situation. Oh, you can handle it.
No, I was saying, I was going to say, is it that they, what is it that they can't handle? Is it because, obviously, when you're a celeb, plenty babes did.
Did you see Orezi's last album single cover? That alone, no girl can handle that because he was barely naked. Like,
who is?
You know, and understand that that's what he has to do for his brand.
Hey,
but a lot of times, the girls will not understand.
And I've not been that much in love for me to say, this music, stay one place, this girl, let's go.
I got you.
You understand? So,
no, and that brings us to another thing. You know, at the end of the day, are you saying that what's most important to you? Because you have to decide what's most important to you before you now know what to sacrifice.
That's right.
That's
right.
So at every
what's
point
most important to you already?
Every point in time, there's always something that's more important. Like where I'm in my life right now, music is more important. So relationship can wait.
So it can wait, which is fine, because then that means to you, the sacrifice is worth it.
It's worth your life for now. It's worth it. When it gets to that time when relationship becomes paramount, we know. I know for sure that I have to hold this relationship. That probably music can wait, but that's after I've achieved everything I want to achieve. Because without that, I would not be ever be satisfied to sacrifice that for anything. So that means now to double the hustle. Start we go achieve and quick.
And that way you have more. You have more reasons to make sure you succeed, so that everything that you sacrifice is not a waste.
So it's sacrifice so much, man. So much emotions don't follow this music go. Emotions, they spin a lot. When you're chasing a career, man, that's a lot.
So, okay, well, I guess we can go around the room. Uncle, have you sacrificed anything? Are you a sacrificer? Are you a compromiser?
I'm a sacrificer, you know, but also I'm a huge compromiser.
Of course.
Because at the end of the day, what you need to understand is, sometimes what people don't understand is when you push someone to make a sacrifice, you're putting too much at risk, because if you push me to make a sacrifice and then it doesn't work, I have you to blame.
Of course.
And I might resent you for that, you know. So sometimes just allow people, you know, so a lot of, you know, in relationships, in your job self, sometimes you might have a job. And I remember, true story, I was working at a sales and marketing company, but I was still doing this acting thing on the side. So I'll run off, and then, so when I got the sugar break, the first season, he allowed me go, obviously. And then when he came back, he said, oh, so Timmy, are you ready to face work back and blah blah blah? And I was like, obviously, I packaged him that. Obviously, I just wanted to see what that had to do, and now I'm. You know. And then he said, so if Martin Scorsese or someone calls you next week, would you say no? And obviously, I lied. I said yeah. But then I went home and then I thought about it, and I said, okay, you know what? I have to make this sacrifice. You know? It's a lot of uncertainty with entertainment, because.
Yeah, it's a lot, because you're not even seeing the future, but you're working.
But you just have hope, saying, okay,
right?
something can happen, something will happen. Do you understand? So that's what it is. And you also, at the end of the day, you know, you just have to just make that decision. Because if you're sitting on the fence, guess what? You won't get anything done.
You won't get anything done on either side.
On this side,
you won't achieve on the other side.
Just be looking
both sides, you sit on the fence for life.
Yeah.
What about you? At least I know one sacrifice, but what else?
Which one? Tell us.
Which one?
No, say it first.
No,
then I'll
which
tell
one?
you if it was what I thought you would say.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Did you live in for EbonyLife?
No, she's going to say moving back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Actually,
so.
yeah. Yeah, but in a sense, I mean, I gained something. It's not as if I moved back and I'm not homeless. I'm not destitute.
Yeah, but you
I
had
have
to
a
take
career.
that.
I did have to make a choice.
No, you have Orezi by your side. So you say,
So I'm
you have Orezi
good.
by your side.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But more than sacrifice, I find that a lot of times I have to compromise. And I have to compromise a lot. And I think a lot of us do anyway in general. Sometimes we don't even realize it. You know, you have to compromise because you have to meet in the middle for like, okay, let's say you have a show now. They offer you something and you're like, nah, this ain't it. Then they say,
This
okay,
not my
there's a little bit,
standard.
this is not my standard, right? But you know that this is going to be a great opportunity.
To
And then they
showcase that
move a little
talent.
bit towards your standard.
So
Not
you
quite
have to
there yet. So you say,
compromise.
okay, you know what? This one time, I'm going to come, I'm going to take,
Like,
you know,
like,
this
let me give
much.
an example.
Orezi, sorry,
Like,
hold that thought, please. We're going to go on a quick break and the spot will be right back.
Welcome back. We're still talking sacrifice and compromise with Orezi. And just before the break, he had something burning that he wanted to say. Okay, what was it?
Yeah, like you know, when like for an artist, and most of the times you get booked for a gig, and there are some gigs that you probably don't get that you're probably not getting the right amount that's your normal charge. So you look at the kind of event, the kind of crowd, the kind of people. So those are the things that determines if you want to make a compromise. Like maybe they charge 4 million now, and now they're telling you they have 2 million. Okay, there are some shows that tell you 2 million, you look, I mean, I already do. But when you hear, okay, 2 million, who's doing the show, this person's daughter, who's going to be there, the governor, the person, okay, if I perform there, based on the fact that I collect 2 million for a year, there might be a client that likes me because he saw me perform. He might come in his own show and he's a big client. He will pay you more.
Right.
So you look at it and you go for it.
Right.
You make a compromise.
Yeah.
Understand? So it's in every business there are always ways and there are always need to make compromise sometimes.
Yeah.
Because everything can't be as you want it every time.
Exactly, that's the thing. Do you think that we, as young people, because they say, you know, you people don't have patience, you don't ever, you always want things your way, your way, your way. Do you find that people like our age or that kind of, you know, this kind of like group tend to be more like, well, this is A and this is B, and if you don't do A, then I'm not going to do B? Or are we a generation that doesn't mind? Okay, let me try. Okay, let me try.
Halfway.
Yeah.
I think when the generation, when everybody understands statistics, if you look at it, they'll feel like, okay, let's make a compromise. I don't think we're in that generation say a yes is a yes or a no is a no. You have to evaluate the situation.
Yeah, we're more
evaluate
flexible.
the scenario. Yeah, we're very more flexible.
Yeah.
You look at everything like,
'Cause
okay.
I think a lot of our generation now, a lot of us have understood the fact that you have to put work in. So even the process of putting work in is sacrificing because sometimes you know that, you know, this is not the level that you should be on, this is not what you should be doing, but you still do it regardless, and that's you know, sacrificing. So, but the thing about it is Nigerians were so hopeful. Like, just like you
So do you think we sacrifice too much?
No, I feel like
Nigeria, we are a country of sacrifice. Like
we have faith. You know, we have forget
so
religion.
Much,
So
there's
is it
so
a
much
problem?
going on. There's so
Yeah.
much going on in Nigeria, and the average Nigerian got hope, a lot of hope, like too much hope for more than one person.
Has it, so there we go. So has that stopped us from moving forward in a sense? Because we just keep.
It doesn't. See, let me tell you, if Nigerians were hopeless,
Yeah.
or probably don't exercise a lot of faith, most people can't stay in this country or bear it. Like today they increased fuel and everybody's complaining.
Today.
I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
let me. You wake up, you tune to your TV, and the next breaking news you're saying is fuel has been increased. The average Nigerian will be like, yeah, they increased fuel, blah 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 blah. Tomorrow, they say, Nigeria go better, Jerry. Maybe
they go.
Oh, they do our thing, they go. Understand? So, it's generation where we are, everybody's very hopeful. Always, there's a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we keep moving.
Yeah.
So what's one thing that you will not sacrifice? Like, you know, when you have to know your like, for example,
Yeah,
some people tell you, I know some female actresses, they'll tell you, they would not kiss. They would not do this. They would not, so you have to know your limits. So where do you think it stands? Because, sometimes you have to make some tough decisions. They book you for a show now, Orezi. They say 1 million. You collect 7 million. And you know that day you're not going to collect. If you don't collect that 1 million, you're going to be at home drinking gari, chilling, watching. But so sometimes you're like, instead of sleeping, let me collect that 1 million. Do you get? You have to, so I feel like you have to know where it is that you draw the line. If not, you just sacrifice everything. And then when people notice that that's what you're doing,
you take advantage.
They'll always be bringing rubbish to you.
That's talking about that's Nigerian music industry for you. Was they'll continue taking advantage of you. So like you said, there's always, I said it earlier on the reasons why an artist compromise for its pricing or whatever is, you look at the event, what it entails, who is there, what's the event selling, what is it all about? Those are the things that guides your decision making towards such things. Everybody got to make sacrifice. As for limits, I don't know what my limits are. Maybe when I meet with such, I probably, for now, I just think I'm open.
Okay.
I don't know what my limits are, as long as money is concerned.
And that's funny.
I actually don't know what my limits are.
That's funny because sometimes, what if we're making wrong sacrifices? Like, from what Orezi has said now, is all about his music. But isn't love also important? Isn't starting a family also important? Isn't, so what we might think is important to us, what if, do you have, how do you go about it? Do you have someone that you trust that would always still put you in line to let you know that, okay, it may be, I understand that you want to hustle, but
think about this.
Because sometimes, man, we get blinded by our
I was having this discussion with a friend of mine, especially we entertainers. The system makes you feel like you're not getting old.
Right.
Well, you are.
Yeah, but you are. You always forget. We artists, actors, actresses. You always forget that you're getting old. You're caught up in the hype. Chilling in the club.
Dressing young because
dressing young and looking young. Meanwhile, you're getting old. The only time you know you're getting old is when you check your mates or people you grew up with.
That are not doing music.
This one is getting married. This one don't born 2 picking now. So, 3 child, are you serious? When? You don't have one. You understand? So, like you said, so much wrong sacrifices, and when you're in entertainment, there's so much ambition. You're always on the move constantly to conquer your next hurdle. It's never enough. You've done the biggest movies. This movie don't sell for Africa. Now you define as you want to sell for Dubai. You don't find as you want to sell for America. Meanwhile, you don't sell for Africa. You don't blow for you. Like, but they never know me for Kenya.
Because there's always more.
So there's always something to
So like you said, there should be one person or a couple of people that always put you in line. That's why you need to surround yourself by people that are not fanatics, people that are about your...
People who are real.
People that are real, tell you already, man, forget say they find this money or find one girl, hold on down now. Start something on the side, don't loud it. Understand? If you don't want me people know, Mariam, low-key, let's do something quiet, you understand? So it's like that, but at the end of the day, sacrifices must be made, you must make compromise, but if they work hand in hand for growth, there are big tools that you can make.
Very well said.
Yeah, very well said. And with that, we're going to go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be, talking a little bit more about the topic. We still have Orezi in the house. There's social media stuff going on, so please stay with us. Hi everyone, welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. Remember to join in on the conversation about sacrifice and compromise via Twitter, Facebook, email, carrier pigeon, post office box, anywhere you like, send it. There's something that we like to do on the show sometimes. When we have some of our people here, we ask them some tough questions. We call it On the Spot. And today we have Fowls on the spot. So let's check it out.
My worst job ever, I would say, was a performance that went wrong. It was some event that was organized in Lagos a while ago, and it was just the way everything was, was set up. It was just bad for me, and it went wrong, horribly wrong. My most embarrassing moment was before this last one that I just said. Was another performance that went horribly wrong. This was while I was studying in the UK actually, while I was in the university. So I used to go to other universities to perform at events and stuff. So there was one that was organized, you know, outside my uni, and it was supposed to be mixed with some sort of fashion show. And it just went wrong, you know. I mean, the way they set it up for me, I was supposed to come in, you know, at the same time as some models. You know, I was just lost on stage, and I felt, you know, I was in the wrong place. Yeah. The last lie that I remember that I told is, "I miss you." My first crush, let me remind myself. Ayo. Yeah, secondary school. I was young. The sexiest girl in my phone book, gang. Her name is Iyabo. You don't know, but her name is Iyabo. My deepest fear is being involved in an air crash. I wouldn't say I have any regrets, you know. I don't. I like to live life without regrets, so I would say I have no regrets. My celebrity crush, gang. I mean, I knew this was gonna come. If I'm going to be completely honest, my celebrity crush is abroad. If I could choose a superpower, I'd like to be able to read minds or to teleport. One of those. Okay, I want to teleport. If I could be something else apart from a musician, I would be a professional footballer. Yes, I like the sport, and I like to think that I'm quite a good player as well. Yeah, well, you know, I would have said good in the kitchen, but then she has to be good in bed as well. And I would have said good in bed, but she has to be good in the kitchen too. But you see, to be able to compliment him, what I would say is good in the kitchen, because I can teach her some moves. I believe so.
Good in bed now before. We'll go buy food for...
But why is it that, you see, is that a compromise or is that a sacrifice? Is that a sacrifice or is that a compromise? That's a good question, actually, for both of you gentlemen. Is that a sacrifice for you or a compromise if she's good in one and not at the other?
That's a compromise now. We met halfway, say, okay, you're good in this one. We'll eat Chinese.
You're good in this one, we'll eat Chinese.
I'm thinking about it.
What are you thinking? You don't have to think long.
It's not a sacrifice. It's not anything. I don't even...
You don't even...
Okay, sorry, wait. Which one would you take?
Good
in bed or good in kitchen?
Good in bed, how?
Obviously, what was you looking for in the kitchen?
Which one would I take?
Yeah.
I just said it, good in bed.
Oh.
But it's not really... See, men are not known to cook. So it's not as if you would be that great in the kitchen.
Some guys are good.
Some are good. I've met maybe one. And he was quite good in the kitchen, actually.
So if he's not good in bed, problem there?
All my life. This is who I'm going to marry.
Huh?
All my life, I can't suffer like that now. God won't let it happen.
If he's not good in bed,
God won't let it happen.
You teach him now.
How do you know I know to work?
Badu.
Shut up! My parents are watching. Funny. Okay, well, there's something else that we like to do. We like to check out what's happening on social media, what they're saying about us, good, bad.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see. Oh, it looks good today. Okay, let's see. So Joy Bengo says...
Joy. Okay.
Your problems are many.
I know.
There are many. Okay, Joy says, I'm a big fan of you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Joy.
Thank you, Joy.
Ruby Fassinger says, love this crew a lot. Thank you.
Love you too, Ruby.
Oshukoya Olusola says, I just love you guys. You make the job of on-air personality effortless. They're really watching us today. I have a suggestion. Why don't you run this program live so your fans can comment on the topic of the day? I'm watching right now. Okay. Yeah, the technicals of that is not quite as easy. I think it's something that we're going to be working towards for some programs, not all, but you know, that's a good suggestion. So we'll see what we can do about it. Hopefully we'll be closer to it, you know, somehow, somewhere in the near future.
And if it was live now, I can tell my dad, tune in. I'm live on TV.
Live, but we'll tell
you can still watch it, you know,
can still watch
when it's showing.
Okay.
Orezi. Gang guy.
Mr. Ragama.
This guy doesn't remember. Are we about to go?
No,
we still have time?
no, yeah.
I knew Unilag.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. You know, I was about to say, like, what?
You always with them pussy now. Olajo, Olusola, near Yamoria.
Are those the good guys, the bad guys?
No, good guys. Good guys. You know, so
you finish from lag too?
Yeah.
I feel like I know you, like.
You don't worry, you probably, you know.
Hey, you see?
Remember that babe now, that girl with it.
Yes, anyway, Sha, so since people are doing laptop, maybe I should be going. Oh,
nah, come.
Okay.
How will you rule this entertainment industry?
Come play with the boys.
Pardon?
With the rule entertainment industry.
Well, I guess so.
Cockkites, man, everywhere. Everywhere.
I was gonna say, I mean, we've asked sort of like, what's the biggest, or are you a sacrifice, or are you a compromise, etc., etc. And there was a question you asked. I don't feel like we necessarily answered it.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one?
Like about the lines that you wouldn't cross. Orezi answered, but you didn't answer.
You didn't answer also.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you go.
Me?
What's the line? Yeah, what's the sacrifice that you won't make? What's the compromise that you won't make?
I would not let my pursuit of
Happiness.
fame, or not even fame. Why am I saying fame? I don't care about fame. I won't let my pursuit of money and accolades and all of that allow me to end up lonely. You know, so I would eventually have to make, because it takes.
Oh, you just said it's true. You know how many times I've been lonely, man.
Yeah, and people don't understand that a lot of times, when you're
Celebrities are the most lonely people.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why they check all the comments.
The most lonely people, though.
That's why they
I could
form
be on my bed from 10 to 11. I can't sleep. I'm lonely. I just be.
And people assume that you're
looking through phone. And everybody think you're balling. They think you're balling every time.
Yeah.
I'm not balling every time. Monday to Friday, what I do? Me as an artist, most of my gigs are weekends.
On the
Friday,
studio.
Saturday, Sunday. Okay, Monday to Friday, what am I doing? Monday night, I'm just in my house. So if I have one or two friends to check, but there are weeks that you apparently don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
You just be at home Monday to Friday. What if you don't have a gig in that month? Let me say, have 1 month
of
just
nothing.
doing nothing. Just
why-
chilling. Then
see,
you go
this
to
is why-
record. Or
This is why what?
This is why what it is it's just about finding somebody who can understand the situation. It's not necessarily a sacrifice. I think it's difficult. And I'm not in your shoes. So I think, obviously, I don't know what you go through.
You dated a celebrity before?
No. Me go. I'm not a celebrity.
Another thing that happens, Lamie, is that a lot of people expect, someone like, imagine now expecting everybody to understand to make the sacrifice. Like, it's like a thing where they're like, and
that's a lot of problem we male celebrities have.
We expect them to understand. I know you guys, you're the male celebrity. Who I be?
Anyway, while they're arguing, we have to go on a break, guys. When we come back, we're rounding up the show. So please stay with us.
Go. Hey guys, you are still watching the sports, and it has been an amazing episode because Orezi has, been giving us some insights and some tips, and he has let us know that he's low-key lonely. So ladies out there, enter those DMs.
Can you imagine?
And slide into the DMs.
I don't know if that's the, anyway.
But yeah, it's interesting, it's interesting, and at the end of the day, we also need to just make sure that at the end another thing, this is even random. Okay. Completely random, but do not surround yourself with yes people.
Gosh, yeah.
People don't understand that.
I
yes people are the
worst.
That
have that.
Especially you guys. People will say, this thing nice.
Man, Baba, this song, if you drop and they don't die, this song bad.
This cap, as I went, I'm like this.
Okay, so then who do
you right? Baba.
No, but who do you then trust? Because I find that I'm always curious about that. Like,
no, when I make a record, I send my record to like 5 people. My 2 sisters.
Okay.
My brother.
Yeah.
And 2 of my friends. You see, my sisters, they'll never lie to me.
Yeah.
And I hate them for that.
This one knows you're right.
Once I said, I said, this song. They are not, this song is now sounding like one whiskey song. I'll be so mad. I feel like you go tell me say it sound like a whiskey song. I say, but the song is sounding like that whiskey song. I'll listen to it. It sound like a whiskey song. True. Maybe that line or sound like one David or sound like one American.
Because you might not know when you're recording.
So you're like, why you copy it? And I'll listen. I'll be angry, but my 2 sisters, they tell me the truth. Even when I do anything stupid on Instagram, cover my sister didn't see it for the first 4 days because she works in the bank. So every day I was waiting for
a call.
I wake up in the morning. I was like,
let me just
that's she never see him.
Okay.
The second day, she has not seen. The day she saw it, said she was in the bank and her friend just said, have you seen your brother? She's like, what my brother do? She just called me. I saw the
you already knew that, yes.
Oh, she has seen it. Oh,
And she blasted you like,
I say, waiting for this music. Yeah. I like, now for this music, my sister. Now entertainment with them, entertainment. She's like, try to take it easy now. Wow, waiting. Like,
I think you can test them. When you know something is not nice, just ask them. Like,
so you know,
what do you think about this?
Don't surround yourself by yes people, man. Like, my family, they will never lie to me. As in, I remember when I went to do dreadlocks, my mom wanted to kill me because of it. I leave, work, enjoy. My family comes first in everything.
I think that's the best way to be honest.
I advise a lot of people to be that, but I'm surprised when I see people.
I didn't offer you anything, no vex. But
now that we're going.
We'll go on, but we'll go.
Okay, well, while they arrange themselves, because clearly me, I'm not invited. It's time for us to go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Orezi, for coming through. I enjoyed the conversation. I hope you had a good time.
I had a good time talking to both of you. I had a good time talking to you guys. Had a good time staring at your pretty face.
Oh, thank you.
I had a good time enjoying your
Please, we don't flirt with our. We don't flirt
Be quiet.
with our.
All the women that you've been trying to toast on this show.
She's actually so beautiful, though.
We'll see you guys
Are
later.
you single?
Bye. Please sign our wall.